Some headway here. Looks like Jason Crump got the jet-propelled start he did. Will James is in second, and then comes Boreal Hagon. Well up there. Third, battling third. Not doing badly at all, but Jason Crump it is, as we suspected he may do, who is setting the early pace ahead of Will James. And this certainly would do Will a power of good if he could pick up the points from second place in this one. Then comes Peter Reid in third. Then we've got Boreal Hagon and Marcel Gerhard in there in straight Boyce. The rear outfit having a bit of a battle there, but Marcel going much better aboard Martin Hagon's machine, although Craig Boyce is still setting chase for him. But here comes Jason Crump, looks over his shoulder, and I think he'll like the gap behind for Will James. Then comes Peter Reid. Then comes Boreal Hagon, Marcel Gerhard, Craig Boyce, and Jan Hagon. That's the order then. And they'll be looking for the last flag to be shown on this time. And there's Jason, just another look over the shoulder. No problems as long as he keeps going. Will James in second, Peter Reid third. They'll be picking up good points here. Then Boreal Hagon. Going to get fourth by the look of it. Marcel Gerhard. Then comes Craig Boyce and Jan Hagon. Louis Halliot then not taking his place, so he's had a couple of bike problems. Didn't get to the start this time round. A win though for Jason Crump, his third of the afternoon. Will James in second, Peter Reid a fast closing third. Then comes Boreal Hagon in fourth. Here comes Marcel Gerhard, he'll get fifth. Craig Boyce will get sixth. Jan Hagon will get seventh. Jason Crump in a winning time of 1:37.84. Second was number 46, Will James. Third, number 57, Peter Reid. Fourth was number 9, Boreal Hagon. Fifth was number 1, Marcel Gerhard. Sixth was number 18, Craig Boyce. Seventh was number 8, Jan Hagon. Result in number order: first number 20, second number 46, third number 57, fourth number 9, fifth number 1, sixth number 18, seventh number 8. Winning time 1:37.84. And looking to clinch a place in the semi-finals. And some others looking for a final surge to try and get themselves into that top 16. So Clayton Williams has got the most points of anybody in this particular. I think he's number 71. He'll be off of grid 5. Mark Cecil and Colin Earl both on 12 points. Mark's off of grid 4. Colin off of grid 6. And then next Schneidervine, he's on grid 8. Here we go. And Simon Wigg a non-starter in this one as Clayton Williams tries to get ahead on the smoke. Williams it is, and Mark Cecil has made good progress. Look at Clayton there, really lifting the front wheels, looking for as much drive as he can possibly get as he comes round this turn, and it's like a good racing prospect. Oh my goodness me, Mark Cecil in a bit of trouble. He's managed to keep things going. Hans Otto Pingle's up there in third, and looks like he's going to go to second. Mark Cecil recovers from that. So what was a horrendous mistake at one time, but managed to keep going okay. And still a bit of battling going on for second. Here's is that first? Clayton Williams is still leading it. It's then next Schneidervine who's really got things going again, not making sense to start, but then once the race is underway, he's really been motoring, and he's currently in second now. So certainly the battle is not over there by any means, but Clayton Williams looks as if he's going to add a win here. He's got one lap to go. Then comes Sednek. Then comes Mark Cecil. Then we've got Colin Earl. He'll be picking up good points there. Then Hans Otto Pingel. Then Peter Stroke goes through, and then Rob Fortune. So coming round the bottom turn. Up the hill, Clayton Williams it is, who's going to take the checkered flag. Good win then for Clayton, booking his place in the semis. Then comes next Schneidervine. Then Mark Cecil. Then Colin Earl. There's Hans Otto Pingel going through there. Rob Fortune takes the checkered flag, and just bring up the rear there, Peter Stroke. In for number 71, Clayton Williams. in a winning time of 1:37.39. Second was number 10, Zednek Schneiderwein. Third, number 758, Mark Cecil. Fourth, number 172, Colin Earl. Fifth was number 3, Hans Otto Pingle. Sixth was number 11, Rob Fortune. Seventh, number 26, Peter Schroek. Result in number order: first, number 71. Second, number 10. Third, number 758. Fourth, number 172. Fifth, number 3. Sixth, number 11. And seventh, number 26. Winning time 1:37.39. Race number 7 is Gary Lobb. Then number 17, Joe Screen. He's unbeaten so far on 16 points. Then number 44, Vaslav Verner. He's had a couple of good second places for his 14 points. And then we have number 14, Kelvin Tatum, replacing number 150, Neville Tatum. Kelvin, who's looking well clear of his second heat until he came to a tumble, and no doubt will be visiting Duncan's Laundrette, who sponsored race 23, but this one being sponsored by Brian Whiteside. So again, riders here in need of points. If you do see number 16 out there, then that's going to be Dean Garton, and I have a feeling that he may well be taking his place in this particular heat. So number 16 will be Dean Garton. So can Joe Screen get his third win of the afternoon? Joe coming off of grid 7. That's one away from the rails. Right, let's see who gets the start. Heads down as they pour through. And Joe's in second place, and it's Kelvin Tatum, number 14, and Joe Screen at the top of them, and Joe Screen it is. Finds the way through, then Kelvin Tatum. Then see Martin Hagon closing up there. Might be Vaslav Verner in third. Joe Screen it is in the lead. Kelvin Tatum is second. Then it is Vaslav Verner, a bit of a wobbly, but he's there. Dean Garton's there in fourth. Then comes Richard Mussen in fifth, and Gary Lobb just pulling out in front of us there. Very bad luck on Gary. That's not going to do his semi-final progress any good at all, I regret to say. Joe Screen, no such problems for him, it wouldn't appear at the moment, as he's well clear in this one ahead of Kelvin Tatum. He looks over his shoulder. Then comes Vaslav Verner, then Richard Mussen, then Dean Garton, then comes Peter Lloyd. So they're being pursued by Martin Hagon. So Joe Screen really is looking, oh my goodness me, got a bit of a mess there as he takes the 1 lap to go flag. Kelvin Tatum in second, much more circumspect this time round. That's Verner's in third. Richard Mussen making a bit of progress towards him. Dean Garton takes it, but Joe Screen, I think he'll take this top third a lot slower fashion than he did the lap before. He's not going to want to risk a repeat of that little mishap, and he does do, takes it very quietly. Joe Screen, a good win for him in heat 24. Kelvin Tatum gets second place. Then comes Vaslav Verner in third. Richard Mussen there in fourth. Dean Garton gets fifth, Peter Lloyd in sixth. And here's Martin Hagon, who again not looking too happy at all with events there, but he does cross the finish line to get the checkered flag. In a winning time of 1:33.85. Second was number 14, Kelvin Tatum. Third, number 44, Vaslav Verner. Fourth was number 12, Richard Mussen. Fifth, number 16, Dean Garton. Sixth was number 4, Peter Lloyd. Seventh, number 6, Martin Hagon. The result in number order: first, number 17, second, number 14, third, number 44, fourth was number 12, fifth, number 16, sixth, number 4, seventh, number 6, a winning time of 1:33.85. So as Joe gets her shoes and socks off to work out the top 16 for the semi-finals, we now come to the 1000cc sidecars third leg, and for the next 4 heats I shall hand you over to Tony.
Looks like it. Well, Ken Lane sitting 1 point down on Roger Measer. This will be a close one. Oops, we have a false start. Here we go then, this is the start, and it looks as though everybody's got away. But that looks like Roger Measer, in fact, on the line. I think we have a false start. Somebody on the tape. The tape goes up, we're away. Well, this time we really have got all the outfits away, and it's Roger Measer makes the best of the start. Lane back in fifth place. Shane Baker in second. In third place with Marcel, and John Hiscock. And then Ken Lane. Well, Ken Lane a long, long way back. That's not like Ken at all. Interesting. So then, meanwhile, out front, Roger Measer, number 51. Shane Lapham in the chair. Boyce British Master. Driving his way. Once again. Still Ken Lane back at that fifth spot and making absolutely no progress at all. So then, a good battle going on for second place. Shane Baker and Phil Pittman hard at it, but way out in front, and a long way out in front now is Roger Measer and Shane Lapham. But the struggle is still on. Still Shane Baker, just ahead of Phil Pittman. Then John Hiscock. Then Ken Lane, and then Adrian Davis. And look at that battle for sideways, not that second place, sideways on, side by side, round the bottom bend, up to the bank. Roger Measer and Shane Lapham win. Who's going to get that second place? Is he going to be Shane Baker? Is he going to be Phil Pittman? They both go for it. Shane Baker's in front, Phil Pittman in second place. Second place behind him, but that means, of course, he's in third. Then John Hiscock, then Ken Lane. And then Adrian Davis. Oh, terrific battle there for second place. Result, a win for outfit number 51, Roger Measer and Shane Lapham, in the fastest time of the day, 1 minute 28.53. 1 minute 28.53. In second place, number 39, Shane Baker and Clinton Martin. In third place, number 19, Phil Pittman and Gary Lane. In fourth place, number 184, John Hiscock, and John today has in the chair Steve Bailey. In fifth place, number 7, Ken Lane and Mark Edwards. And in sixth place, number 26, Adrian Davis and Vince Davis. That time again, 1 minute 28.53. 1 minute 28.53. The numbers then, 51, 39, 90, 184, 7 and 26. Paul Miller, if you can hear me, we've been trying to contact you on the radio. Paul Miller, we've been trying to contact you on the radio. Can you call us or come across to the PA van if that's convenient? So here we go then, race 26. Up goes the gate. Six outfits charge up the hill. Alan and John Blewett make the best of the start. So it's Alan and John Blewett that lead the field round that front there. Second spot, and in third spot Rob Wilson, and then coming through number 5 Steve Wright. So then Alan and John Blewett going for that third victory in the qualifying races here this afternoon. They've been skating superbly. Still number 13, John Halsey and Tony Miles in second spot. Quite aggressive, Rob Wilson hanging on in there, but a lot of pressure coming from number 5, Steve Wright. So So Alan and John blew it there. Front wheel pawing the air as they go up that back straight. Coming around the top there, powering down towards it. Everything's very much under control. One more lap to go. Still John holding, Tony Miles in second place. Bob Wilson still in third. And the leaders then head down towards the checkered flag for the last time in race 26. Victory going once again. Alan and John blew it, so they match Roger Measer and Shane Lapper. Second place, third place, Rob Wilson and Mitch Keil. And behind him, number 98, Joe Mogg, and Joe Mogg's passenger, of course, is Chris Burr. Number 3, Alan Blewett and John Blewett. In second place, number 13, John Halsey and Tony Miles. In third place, number 24, Rob Wilson and Vince Jones. In fourth place, number 98, which is Joe Mogg and Chris Burr. In fifth place, number 149, Len Foreman and Eddie Alvis. And in sixth place, number 5, Steve Wright and Gary Wright. Winner's time, 1 minute 31.38. 1 minute 31.38.
Oh, have you got a right equipment? Depends if it's that late, might be the different. Much of the different is that late,
Here we go then, race 27, and Pete Dyer heads the field as they charge up the hill, rustling in second spot. That looks like Ivor Matthews coming through into third place. So then, Peter Dyer has in number 58, Cody Bennett tucked in behind. Ian Rick McCauley in the next place. So then, as we look across to the far side, Peter Dyer having a good race here. Well, not too far from home at Warminster for Peter Dyer and Tony Bedminster. Let's struggle for second place. Ivor Matthews up the inside. Rustling on the outside. But Peter Dyer is well ahead of that. Still rustling in second place. And Ian and Rick McCauley coming through. And Ivor Matthews dropping back. Steve Smith closing up. It's quite a strange lap. Ivor Matthews in trouble. Ivor Matthews pulls on the inside. So then, round towards us becomes the leader. That leader is number 58. Pete Dyer and number 7. Rustling and Paul Ewens in second place. In third place, Ian and Rick McCauley, and behind them, Steve Smith and Keith Walls. Now the checker flag goes out. Splendid ride here from number 58, Peter Dyer and Tony Bedminster. Downhill they charge, and they win. Second place, Russell and Paul Ewens. Behind them, Ian and Rick McCauley, and then Steve Smith and Keith Wall. In first place, number 58, Peter Dyer and Tony Bedminster. In second place, number 6, Russell and Paul Ewens. In third place, number 50, Ian and Rick McCauley. And in fourth place, number 2, Steve Smith and Keith Wall. So there's 58, 6, 50 and 2, and the winner's time was 1 minute 35.02. Here we go then with race 28. And it's that number 1, but it doesn't get away first this time. It's Cecil Taylor who makes the gate. Joseph Onderka in second place, and Cecil Taylor. And here's the leading British 500 sidecar driver, holding off the many times European sidecar champion, Joseph Onderka. Joseph Onderka comes right around the outside. Is he going to get there? Not this time, or will he? Up the bank we go. That's Onderka in front. Taylor in second place. And away he goes. Really is fantastic away. almost needs to move up a gear and go away from the opposition. Tremendous crew here. So, outfit number 1, then Joseph Onderka and Joseph Lingle out in front. Cecil Taylor and Didier Birno in second place. In third place, and the partner Dave Howells, and behind him Dave Colin. On a little way back to number 75, and that of course is Lloyd. And Mark Stubberfield in trouble, full top of the circle. So then, Joseph Onderka. Now pulling away from Cecil Taylor in second place. Still Dave Howells just ahead of Dave Colin. And back a little way to Roger Newman. So it's checkered flag time. And the leader is almost with it. Number 1, and he's in first place. A win then for Joseph Onderka and Joseph Lingle. In second place, Cecil Taylor and Didier Birno. Third place, Dave Howells and Steve Glover. Just behind him, Dave Colin and Rick Francis. And then, number 75, Roger Newman and Ian Mitch. Joseph Onderka and Joseph Lingle. In second place, number 70, Cecil Taylor and Didier Birno. In third place, number 3, Dave Howells and Steve Glover. In fourth place, number 5, Dave Colin and Rick Francis. In fifth place, number 75, Roger Newman and Ian Vincent. And the winner's time was 1 minute 43.66. 1 minute 43.66.
Thanks very much indeed, Tony. It promises to be a cracker race 29 because we've got the unbeaten Jacques Laduc and Thierry Frère. We've got Earl Helm and Robert Helm in there, and also Thomas Kunert and Wolfgang Naylor on 16 points apiece. And my goodness me, look at Kunert. He's got a fantastic start there, being chased hard by Earl Helm. But Kunert got a fantastic start there. And remembering in this particular competition, it is 4 qualifying races and the top 6 through to a final. So certainly Thomas is setting sail to try and make sure that he's going to be in that final. Then we've got the Helm brothers there in second, and Jacques Laduc and Thierry Frère in third, with a lot to do at the moment. But there are 3 of them to pull away. So there's Jacques now taking quite a challenge for that second spot. He's having a look around the outside, virtually pulling level now with Perry. Comes out very, very wide. Oh my goodness me, that's a bad one indeed. The flags are out. The flags are out. The race is stopped, coming out wide as you can see there, and Jacques and Thierry both taking a nasty tumble. And we do hope that both of them are going to be okay. So in number order, first number 4, second number 2, third number 10, fourth number 15, and fifth number 57. There is no time recorded for race 29. Sponsored, as Tony was telling you, by Reg Mills Wire Wheels. And we do also thank Beeline Lubricants for their support of this 25th International Whopper. And in fact, they do have a van down there behind the solo start with plenty of oils available. So our thanks again to Beeline Lubricants, and I hope you'll be able to stay behind for the presentations, because we'll have Mr. David Broom, who will be there on behalf of Beeline Lubricants to make some of the presentations.
How much? That's about it. When you look at it like that, isn't it? That's why we reckon why we can afford that. Why we can afford that now.
There are 3 children just down there, not behind the 4th rope. It is obviously a safety matter there, so if somebody could just please have a word with those children, just ask them back behind the 4th rope. We'd hate there to be any problem with any sidecar machines hurtling through there and hitting anybody, so please, back behind the 4th rope. That is there for your protection. Thank you. Top 6 to get a place directly into the final. Starter brings them all forward. Up go the tapes. someone getting a push start. Would you believe it's poor old Malcolm and Lester? Not really had their afternoon, have they? But Brian Palmer and Scott Dunn, it is getting to the first turn first. They're ahead of Kevin Lyde and Dick Oldroyd. Kevin and Dick got most points so far out of anybody in this particular heat, so they'll be looking to try and get into the lead if they can, but Brian Palmer and Scott Dunn, they'll be equally determined that's not going to happen, and they're going very nicely indeed, thank you, in this one so far. Still being chased in third place is Wayne Boyce and Simon King, and then Brian Canning and then Colin Lewis. Brian Palmer, Scott Dunn with a pretty good lead at the moment over Kevin Lyde and Dick Oldroyd, but certainly can't afford to make a mistake because they're well within striking distance. Wayne Boyce and Simon King also in very close proximity to the action. Not much still to choose between any of the three of them really. Still Brian Palmer, Scott Dunn in the ascendancy, holding the line well in ahead of Kevin Lyde, Dick Oldroyd. Still though looking for a gap. At the inside this time. A little bit closer definitely than they were a lap before as they come now with 1 lap to go. So can Kelvin make the big effort to see if he can get round Brian Palmer? It's going to be a difficult task I'm sure, but definitely still in with a shout as they come round to the top turn. Being urged on, Scott Dunn there, you probably see him urging Brian Palmer on as he knows Kevin Lyde is right there. Come off the top turn together, who's going to make the run to the line? It is Brian Palmer, he gets there first, Kevin Lyde in second, Wayne Boyce there in third, and here comes Brian Canning. A good win for number 71, Brian Palmer and Scott Dunn in a winning time of 1:48.94. Second was number 7, Kevin Lyde and Dick Oldroyd. Third, number 91, Wayne Boyce and Simon King. Fourth, number 49, Brian Canning and Colin Lewis. Resulting number order, first number 71, second number 7, third number 91, fourth number 49, winning time 1:48.94. Well, the news on Jacques Laduc is that he's believed first diagnosis is a broken knuckle, a broken rib and a broken shoulder blade, so very bad luck indeed on Jacques. Certainly not going to be seeing him in the final, that's for sure, but he was going so well, wasn't he, unbeaten, and really mounting a serious challenge there, so bad luck indeed on Jacques. I'm sure we all hope that he'll mend very, very quickly, and it won't be too long before he's back racing again. Riders coming to the line then for that first semi-final, and promises to be an exciting affair. I think all 1000cc sidecar races are, particularly as they all hurdle up to that first turn, but Alan and John Blewett have looked in outstanding form so far this afternoon. Are they going to be able to carry it forward? There they go again, look at that, powering their way through. Phil Pittman and Gary Lane there in second, and Pete Dyer third, not much in there between any of them at the moment, but Alan Blewett is really getting the gun on here. Phil Pittman in second. Shane Baker, who was quite late arrival, you may remember, with his late practice, but he's really got the thing going well. Pete Dyer is there in fourth. Alan Blewett, though, here he comes, still leading the way. Taken hard by Phil Pittman and Gary Lane. Remember, the points carried forward in this section in heats and semi-finals, so you'll have to wait to find out who it is who's going to make their way through. So big charge going on there. Looks like John Halsey's just going to get around the outside there of Pete Dyer as Alan Blewett comes up with 1 lap still to go. He still hasn't shaken off Phil Pittman, who's still reasonably well in touch with it all. Shane Baker's still in third. We've lost somebody. It's unfortunate. Pete Dyer having to pull out. Bad luck indeed after they looked so good in their last race. Alan Blewett coming round the top turn now. Phil Pittman not going to be able to close that gap. They come down the hill to the checkered flag. Alan and John Blewett, another win for them. Still unbeaten. Phil Pittman crosses there in second. Shane Baker getting third, John Halsey fast improving fourth there, and John Hiscock and Steve Bailey. 1000cc sidecar event was a win for number 3, Alan and John Blewett, in a winning time of 1:32.10. Second was number 90, Phil Pittman and Gary Lane. Third, number 39, Shane Baker and Clinton Martin. Fourth, number 13, John Halsey and Tony Miles. Fifth, number 184, John Hiscock and Steve Bailey. The result in number order: first, number 3, second, number 90, third, number 39, fourth, number 13, fifth, number 184, winning time 1:32.10. 24 is Rob Wilson and Vince Jones, they're on 12 points. Number 5, Steve and Gary Wright, they're on 9 points. And then we've got Ian and Rick McCauley, and they are on... They're on 7 points. The first semi-final was sponsored by AVM Garden Machinery Limited. Second semi-final is also sponsored by AVM Garden Machinery, so we do thank them for that. Hatchpond Road, Nuffield Estate in Poole. And again, any of the sponsors, please put business their way, because they're supporting your favourite sport, so the least we can do is to try and help them as well. So who do you fancy then in this second semi-final? This could be a bit interesting, couldn't it? Well, let's see. We've got Roger Meeser and Shane Lapham. They're unbeaten so far. So Rustling and Paulie. Here we go. Let's see what's happened. Ken Lane's got a better start in this one. Roger leads there, and unfortunately Ian and Rick McCauley there left on the line. Quite a battle going on here for the top. Oh my goodness me, that was all a bit close, wasn't it? It's Roger Meeser and Shane Lapham in front of Rob Wilson and Vince Jones. Ken Lane and Mark Edwards looking to go through on the inside, and all got a very close indeed there. No quarter hour score given, were there? And here we go. It's Roger Meeser and Shane Lapham leading this second semi-final. Ken Lane and Mark Edwards, they're in second place. Then come Rob Wilson and Vince Jones. They're in third. Then we've got Steve and Gary Wright. So we've got trouble there for Rustling and Paul Urich having to pull out, and already we've lost Ian and Rick McCauley left at the start. So Roger Meeser and Shane Lapham leading the way. They've got 1 lap to go. Ken Lane and Mark Edwards, the reigning Whopper champions, they're in second. Then come Rob Wilson and Vince Jones. And then it's Steve and Gary Wright. 4 going then at the moment. Come round. Oh, no, I beg your pardon. There's Rustling and Paul Urich managed to keep the thing going. Round the top turn now. It's going to be a win for Roger Meeser and Shane Lapham. Fairly clear-cut advantage there over Ken Lane and Mark Edwards. Then Rob Wilson and Vince Jones finishing in third. And here comes Steve. Gary Wright wouldn't know it to look at. They've got a rather caked in mud there. And Rustling and Paul Urich. And Roger Meeser and Shane Lapham in a winning time of 1:29.02. 1:29.02. Second was number 7, Ken Lane and Mark Edwards. Third, number 24, Rob Wilson and Vince Jones. Fourth was number 5, that's Steve and Gary Wright. Fifth, number 6, Russell Ing and Paul Urich. The result in number order: first, number 51, second, number 7, third, number 24, fourth, number 5, fifth, number 6. Winning time 1:29.02.
So, Jason Crump on 24, Clayton Williams on 21, Richard Mussen on 18, Mark Cecil on 18, Will James on 14, Martin Hagon on 13, Peter Lloyd on 12, and Peter Schroek on 11. Well, the runners in race 36, the 1000cc sidecar final, are number 51, Roger Measer, number 3, Alan Blewett, number 7, Ken Lane, number 13, John Halsey. I'll give you the other two in a second because here goes the first of the solo semi-finals. We're away, and Jason Crump does it again. Will James is right there with him, as is Clayton Williams. So it's Jason Crump, Will James, Clayton Williams as they go around the top bend, and they close right up on Jason Crump, and Crump seemed to get out on the loose, I guess, and lost a little bit of drive, but Will James swept past him to us. Will James, Jason Crump, Clayton Williams at the moment, and they come up towards us in that order, and Will James really flying along. In fourth place is Mark Chester, behind him Richard Mussen, and then Peter Lloyd. Well, Jason Crump swept past the opposition yet again there and took up the lead. Clayton Williams was closing up on Will James, but the Cornishman still fighting for that second spot. So Jason Crump then, we couldn't see what happened on the far side, but he certainly lost a lot of drive. Now he's back in front. Will James still there in second, Clayton Williams in third. We've got the fallen rider down there. Looks like that's Mark Chester perhaps. So we've got Mussen and Lloyd moving up a place. So then the flags are out, but they're not red ones, they're yellow ones, so positions are held. And Jason Crump continues in front, Will James still behind him in second, Clayton Williams in third, the Marshals desperately trying to move the fight, behind him we got Richard Mussen, and then Peter Lloyd. Marcel machinery off the circuit, and we look to our left because this is the start of the last lap, and the man who's going to lead the field into it is number 20, Jason Crump. Another Swindon, Speedway man going well, Will James still in second place, Clayton Williams still in third, and Richard Mussen having quite a battle with Peter Lloyd here, and Peter had a little bit of a moment, got him to loose, and well, we think they're doing an extra lap here. Victory there for Jason Crump, Will James in second, Clayton Williams in third. Richard Mussen behind him. We didn't see what happened to Peter Lloyd, but looking down at the back of the machine as though there's a chain come off and got caught up somewhere. In first place, number 20, Jason Crump. Second place, number 46, Will James. Third place, number 71, Clayton Williams. Fourth place, number 12, Richard Mussen. No other finishes. Winner's time, 1 minute 52.05. That means Roger Measer, Alan Blewett, Phil Pittman, Ken Lane, John Halsey, and Shane Baker. And I predict a very lively final. So then, going in the second semi-final, sponsored by Boyce Wood Van Hire at Boyce Wood Eastleigh, Joe Screen, Vaslav Verner, Zenick Snyderwind, Colin Earl, Kelvin Tatum, Peter Reed, Marcel Gerhard, and Dean Gart. So here we go then, they gate and they tear up the hill towards us. Marcel Gerhard on the inside, on the outside, it's Kelvin Tatum. And Kelvin Tatum, Jake perfect, Joe Screen goes just inside, and then Joe Screen from Kelvin Tatum as they go down to Marcel Gerhard, as they go down the backstretch. Terrific corner from Joe Screen there as he just carved inside of Kelvin Tatum. So it's Joe Screen out in front. Kelvin Tatum in second place. Then Marcel Gerhard. And coming up the inside is Peter Reed having a chance. Peter Reed moving into third place. Marcel Gerhard in fourth. Good ride here from the local man. Peter Reed really going superbly up in the third place. And off the far side then, it's Joe Screen out in front, the Bellevue Speedway man, the World Under-21 Speedway champion, showing us just the skills that he's got that takes him to success over. Colin Tatum, equally quick, going hard after him. Then Peter Reed, then Marcel Gerhard, then Vaslav Verner losing it in a big way up here. Well, Vaslav only just back after injuries. No red flags up, it's just Here we go then with race 34 getting underway once again. Gerhard, Screen, Kelvin, Tatum on the outside, everybody charging for the first lap. Ready to get there, Kelvin, Tatum in second place. Well up there as well, but it's Marcel Gerhard who comes in. Look at Gerhard. Gerhard charged down the bank there. Certainly asserting himself in that third place behind Kelvin, Tatum and Joe Screen. So Joe Screen, Kelvin Tatum, Marcel Gerhard, Peter Reid and Colin Earl, Ingott, and then back to the way. So then, Joe Screen. Superb high-speed action from Joe as he powers around this bend. Looks back at Kelvin Tatum, who in turn looks back at Peter Reid, and then Colin Earl. Now Marcel Gerhard, Ingott. Well, all I can say is for somebody who's had a kidney removed, Marcel Gerhard's doing remarkably well under these very heavy conditions. So there, one more lap to go. Joe Screen, confident of victory here. Kelvin Tatum in a clear second place, but Peter Reid having a real charge now. Going well. And goes after that second place. Well, Peter's really caught fire in this last race. So then, Joe Screen heads to the finish line. Victory for number 17, Joe Screen. And Peter Reid and Kelvin Tatum side by side. Then Colin Earl. Then Marcel Gerhard. Then number 10, Nick Schneiderwin. And then Dean Gott. In first place, number 17, Joe Screen. In second place, number 57, Peter Reid. In third place, number 14, Kelvin Tatum. In fourth place, number 172, Colin Earl. In fifth place, number 1, Marcel Gerhard. In sixth place, number 10, Nick Schneiderwin. And in seventh place, number 16, Dean Gott. And the winner's time was 1 minute 36.97. 1 minute 36.97. Those numbers then: 17, 57, 14, 172, 1, 10, and 16. Now we look down to our left to see the outfits come out for the final of the 500cc International Sidecar competition here this afternoon. Joseph Onderka, Thomas Kunert, Edward Hine, Cecil Taylor, Jacques Laduc, Dave Howells, and the reserve was Kevin Lloyd. So if Jacques Laduc is unable to take place, it'll be Kevin Lloyd who comes out. So here they come, arguably the best 500 sidecar drivers in Europe at this moment. Or perhaps we should say the quickest cruise 500 sidecar class in Europe.
I just wonder where it went, that one. That's for you. Time to start playing. You tell her you might be a bit late.
Well, I'm pleased to be able to tell you that outfit number 6 is on the line down there.
Oh, he does.
Jacques Laduc and Thierry Frey are there. Here we go, they brake, they charge up the hill. Onderka on the inside, but ahead of him goes number 4 and number 17, Kunert in front, and Cecil Taylor there as well. And it's all head top there, but Kunert and Cecil Taylor are holding off the man who's won so many European titles, Joseph Onderka. We have a red flag, red flag. Well, Cecil Taylor will be disappointed about that. He thought he'd really terrific start.
solo final. Again, as soon as there's any news of the sidecar actors, we will of course pass it straight on to you. Solo final then will be number 17, Joe Screen, number 20, Jason Crump, number 71, Clayton Williams, number 12, Richard Mussen, number 172, Colin Earl, number 46, Will James, number 10, Zednet Schneiderwin, and number 14, Kelvin Tatum.
Here we go then, and up the hill they power. Well, this would certainly please Cecil if he could win this here at the Whopper in his 25th year. So Joseph Onderka is a very, very fierce competitor. In third place, the passer, Thomas Kunert. Behind him, number 2, Edward Hine. So then across on the far side, Joseph Onderka closes that, but it's still Cecil Taylor with a lead. But look at his charge on the bend here. Look at Onderka really closing right up, looking for the gap up the inside. Onderka goes through. It's Onderka in front. Taylor in second place. Clark in third, and in fourth place, Edward Hine. Behind him, number 6, Laduc. Well, Joseph Onderka went from second to first and pulled out some 50 metres in half a lap, an incredible performance. So there's Joseph Onderka and Joseph Flingle then leading this 500 sidecar final. Cecil Taylor in a fighting second spot. Thomas Kumar in third. In fourth, Edward Hine, Robert Hine, and behind him number 6, Jack Goodwin and Thierry Frey. So the checkered flag goes out. Victory then to Joseph Onderka and Joseph Flingle, the first international Whopper. In second place, Cecil Taylor and Didier Verner. And in third place, as they passed them, Thomas Kunert and Wolfgang there. Result then of the 500 sidecar final. In first place, number 1, Joseph Onderka and Joseph Flingle. In second place, number 70, Cecil Taylor and Didier Verner. In third place, number 4, Thomas Kunert and Wolfgang there. In fourth place, number 2, Edward Hine and Robert Hine. And in fifth place, number 6, Jacques Laduc and Thierry Frey. And the winner's time, 1 minute 43.88. 1 minute 43.88. And Shane Lapham in tremendous form. Alan and John Blewett going superbly. Ken Lane and Mark Edwards always hungry for victory, particularly over that sort of opposition. Phil Pittman driving superb. Ken Lane, of course, moving towards the end of his grass track career. He tells us he'll have the extra sort of spur for him to really have a go here. John Halsey going very well. Shane Baker been getting quicker and quicker. What a sidecar final, what a race, sponsored by AVM Garden Machinery Limited from Nuffield Estate at Poole. All thanks to them, this is going to be quite a race. Well, they're coming in slowly on the far side. Everybody warily watching everyone else. They don't want anybody to get a roller, or if they do, they want it to be them. They'll make sure they all start. There we go, there's the start. Alan and John Blewett making a good start. The Blewetts get away from the opposition. Looks like Phil Pittman is there in second place as they come around the top bend. Blewett closes the door, and Mesa has to settle for second spot, round the bottom bend, lost up a bit. And it's all happy. Alan and John Blewett really powering away, and trouble there. Tragedy for number 13, John Howells in Tony Benniston. So it's Alan and John Blewett with the advantage. And Karl, of course, the advantage there. It's Alan and John Blewett with Roger Mesa coming up the inside. Mesa goes to the inside. Blewett goes to the inside. Mesa's going to get it. Mesa has the line. Blewett in second place. Oh, as they went round that bend, Phil Pittman in third, but Roger Mesa's got away now. Ken Lane sitting back in fifth spot as we look across to the far side. So it's Roger Mesa then and Shane Lapham already established quite a lead as they come down for the last lap flag. The last lap flag goes down. Roger Mesa and Shane Lapham right in front. Alan and John Blewett in second place. Number 90, Phil Pittman in there. Well, tragedy there for John Halsey, but look across to the far side. And a well-deserved victory here for Roger Mesa and Shane Lapham as they come off the top bend. Head to the checkered flag. A terrific race. Roger Mesa and Shane Lapham win. Alan and John Blewett in second place. And in third place as they cross the line, Phil Pittman and Gary Lane. Well, we believe this is the first time that Phil Pittman and Gary Lane have made it in the top three in a national Grasstrack. If so, a terrific race and a terrific meeting from there. The results then of race 36, sponsored by ABM Guard Machinery Limited. In first place, number 51, Roger Mesa and Shane Lapham. In second place, number 3, Alan and John Blewett. In third place, number 90, Phil Pittman and Gary Lane. In fourth place, number 39, Shane Baker and Clinton Martin. In fifth place, number 7, Ken Lane and Mark Edwards. And the winner's time, 1 minute 31.09. 1 minute 31.09. And across to Steve to take you through race 37, the solo 500cc final.
Thanks very much indeed, Tony. Yes, the final race then of the afternoon. It's the 500cc International Solo. It's sponsored by Beeline Lubricants, who have supported the meeting as a whole, and we do thank them for that support. Charlie Close, Shane Tanner, Swindon is well. Is welcome, as you can see there. Let me remind you of the lineup. Number 20, Jason Crump. 17, Joe Screen. 71, Clayton Williams. Just coming round on lap of honour, well deserved. Shane Baker there, Alan Blewett. 71, Clayton Williams. 12, Richard Mussen. 172, Colin Earl. 46, Will James. Just break off as here come Roger Mesa and Shane Lapham in front of us. There's Phil Pittman behind as well. Well done all concerned. Terrific final. And we shall see you very shortly for the rostrum presentation, so perhaps you could make your way, even as we're speaking, to the back of the JC Commercials van, ready to come out for the presentations. That would be much appreciated. Just complete that lineup. Number 10, Zednek Schneidervin, and 14, Kelvin Tatum. That's the lineup for the solo final. Tony was mentioning the riders do really appreciate it if you are able to stay behind for the presentation. So many of you who can, that would be really good. It'll take place out there at the centre. We're calling it a rostrum, we've decided. Scaffolding has a distinctly nasty connotation. And getting sorted out. Tense moments, as always, before a final, but this one, of course, the first international Whopper, although it is the 25th anniversary of the meeting. And I can assure you, every one of those riders down there at the start line would absolutely be delighted to be the first winner of the International Whopper. There's a lot of tension down there, all be getting themselves sorted out. Let's see who makes the best start. Certainly Jason Crump and Joe Screen have been getting out very consistently all afternoon long.
I don't know.
Joe's screen, incidentally, he had the second choice. He's gone right to the inside. So let's see what happens. Jason was in the middle. Let's see who gets the break. Clayton Williams has made an excellent start. Clayton Williams and Jason Crump and Joe's screen. Joe trying to get through on the inside of the cover. Jason Crump leads it. Joe's screen wheel all over the place there. In second. Jason Crump leads it there. Joe Screen in second. Who are you supporting? Plenty of noise. It's Jason Crump in front. Joe Screen is in second. Will James through in the third. Clayton Williams in fourth. Kelvin Tatum is there in fifth. And there goes Joe finding the drive through on the inside of Jason Crump. Joe Screen leads it. Jason Crump now in second. And Richard Mussen, we think, has parted company. Joe Screen leads it. Jason Crump is in second. Will James in third. Clayton Williams is in fourth. Then comes Kelvin Tatum. Then comes Colin. Then is side of it. So can Joe hold on? He was second there for quite a while. He's now beginning to open up a bit of a lead ahead of Jason Crump. He's starting the last lap now. Joe Screen, 1 lap to go. Then comes Jason Crump. Will James going out very wide. And Clayton Williams is through in the third. Will James now in fourth. Kelvin Tatum in fifth. Joe Screen though, he's got half a lap to do as he comes round the turn. Is he going to be the first international Whoppa winner? It's looking that way as Joe Screen comes up to take the checkered flag. He wins it. Jason Crump, a good second there from him. Clayton Williams will get third. Will James fourth. Then comes Kelvin Tatum. Then Colin Earl. Then comes Schneidervin. So an excellent final race, and it is won. The 1993 International Whoppa champion is Joe Screen. Give Joe a good round of applause as he comes round on lap of honour. Wheelies being pulled. Jason Crump there too. Clayton Williams in third. And they will, well, very soon be getting on to the van. They're coming round, I'm sure, for a lap of honour. Do be generous in your applause. Some terrific racing we've had all afternoon. Well done to Joe. Celebration wheelie. Well done, Jason. Celebration wheelies from him too. Clayton Williams in third. Excellent performance from him. They'll all be out there on the rostrum. Well done though to all the riders who made it through to the final. Well done, Kelvin, going past there. Well done, Will. Goes past. Well done, Colin. Good work from him. Ridden very well indeed this afternoon. And what about a special hand then for our guest? Well done, Zednek. Excellent performance. Getting through there into the final. Well done indeed. Fine performance. So, the official result then of the final, sponsored by Beeline Lubricants, it was a win for number 17, Joe Screen, in a winning time of 1:30.77. Second was number 20, Jason Crump. Third, number 71, Clayton Williams. Fourth was number 46, Will James. Fifth, number 14 was Kelvin Tatum. Sixth was number 172, Colin Earl. And seventh, number 10, Zednek Schneidervin. So congratulations. The result again in number order. First, number 17. Second, number 20. Third, number 71. Fourth, number 46.
Well done. Congratulations. Yeah. Second place. He's an old friend of ours, isn't he? Nice to see him on the podium 25 years after that win. Cecil Taylor and Didier Burno. And the winners of the International 500 sidecar class, Joseph Onderka and Joseph Lingo. There go the Garlands. So let's hear for the top three then. Let's try and get a few. This should be good for a laugh. Oh, I'm going to fall off here. I don't know which is which. They're both Josephs. Which is the driver? The driver. Well done. Very good. We hope, apart from the weather, you have enjoyed your day with it.
Yes, the track was not so good for the rider, but the laps super. Very good.
Thank you very much. Super to see you. We look forward to seeing you again. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear then the top three in our 500 class. Up the top there, Joseph Onderka and Joseph Flink are the winners of the International of 1993. Well, it really has been a unique experience to see the best in Europe in the 500 sidecar class competing here at Wimborne. In the 1000cc sidecar class, then we had our usual famous battles, but wasn't it good to see a new name appear in the top three? In third place, Phil Pittman and Gary Lane made it to their best place in the National Grasstrack yet. He looks pleased with that. Oh, that's a fine. Well done, fellas. Super to see. Well done. Second place then in a really hard-fought competition, Alan and John Blewett. Well done, fellas. That's a bloody good final, that was. Very good. And the winners, Roger Measer and Shane Lapham. They've done it again. Where are they? The top three, Roger Measer and Shane Lapham, Alan and John Blewett, Phil Pittman and Gary Lane. There go the Garlands. I'll move back so Alan Well can take a photograph. Alan's hanging on to the Union Jack, I'm pleased about that. Alright, let's have a few words. Excuse me, fellas, if I can just sort of up in front of you. Whoops, about to fall off again. Roger, young man, you must be pleased with that.
Well, I was exceptionally pleased because I've been watching Alan all day and we didn't meet in the heats, and because he's such a fast starter I knew he was going to be in front of me. I didn't expect the hole to appear that did. I accused Alan of making a mistake, but he said I didn't. But it's been a good day's racing. We all know the circuit wasn't absolutely perfect, but the racing today, I think you'll all agree, especially in that solo final, was absolutely tremendous to watch. And grass track racing has been shown to be what it is, a tremendously spectacular sport for both sidecars and solo. And let's not forget the foreign competitors that have come over here. Let's let them know, even though they've had a good day's racing, this club and every other club can put on even bigger and better meetings for them to come and thrill us with their sort of racing.
Well, let's hope this is the start of something special, because the Wimborne Whoppa has always been a super event, and having international go so well. And to hear an experienced competitor like Roger say how good it was. Thank you, Roger. A super day. Congratulations to the pair of you. I mean, this fella was in front for a while, wasn't he? And I'm sure he thought he was going to stay there.
Yeah, I thought I could outgate Roger, but his turns were a little bit quicker today, and I think I was already accepting that he was going to give me a hard challenge and try and pass us.
Mind you, it was the right side of the flags this week, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, if Roger did go the wrong side of the flags, I'm sure it would be a mistake.
Oh, definitely. Ladies and gentlemen, a super 1000cc sidecar final. Let's hear for the top three. Roger Beasley and Shane Laffel, Alan and John Bloom, and of course, let's not forget Phil Pittman and Gary Lane. Alan Blue has just asked me to thank everyone who worked on the track during the meeting to ensure the circuit was as good as it possibly could be under these conditions, and that's a super thought. Thank you, Alan. 3 great crews, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks very much indeed, Tatum. Family getting a bit excited here, ready to get the Duraglit out and keep the trophies looking nice, which is always good. The solo competition, I think you'll agree, was a quite excellent one, and the final itself certainly lived up to expectations. And we've just got some photos here that Alan's taking, and so we won't have too much of a crowd around here. So we'll just hang on while Alan's taking Roger and Shane there. Alan's in there as well with all the trophies and the family. It's going to need a big frame, I think, isn't it, to get this one in eventually. But well done to everybody concerned. Well, the rain fortunately held off until this final moment, so we're pleased about that. Did you enjoy the meeting? Some good racing in there, wasn't there? And certainly our friends from the continent have definitely added something to the spectacle today. Although we've got a clean sweep as far as the solos are concerned, we certainly did see some terrific racing. So well done, first of all then, in 3rd place, coming around now to take his place on the rostrum, Clayton Williams. Well done to Clayton, very consistent all afternoon. In 2nd place, and at one time, he set the fastest time in fact of the afternoon. At one time he looked as if he might just hang on because he got a super gate, didn't he, in that final. Jason Crump. Well done to Jason. Jason's been scoring maximums like they're going out of fashion on the shale, setting records, and a terrific effort. Well done to Jason. But in the end, the winner, the World Under-21 Speedway Champion, and he's going to win a lot more titles before his career's over, and he really did look the part this afternoon again. The champion, the International Whopper, this 25th meeting, Joe Screen. So well done to Joe. I will just try and sneak up and get a quick word with Joe if I can. I should probably go base over apex here before we finish. But oh, cheers, Jason. Thanks. I can always rely on you to help. I know. Well, Joe, we were mentioning actually in that 2nd semi-final, the semi-final that you were in. In fact, you were 5th going across the line after the start. By the time you got around the first turn, you were in the lead, and that tends to be your style, doesn't it? Don't always make the gate.
No, I've found it a bit difficult in the wet today, at the starts. Made some good starts, made some bad ones, but, I've got to try and learn, make some better starts and make it easy for myself. But it'd be no good for the crowd if I didn't make the start, made the start.
Yeah, I think we'd all agree with that. In the final itself, in fact, Jason really did get the drop on you, didn't he? He had quite a healthy lead there for a couple of laps.
Yeah, I had a bad start as usual, and, if I pressured Jason, I knew he might have made a mistake, but silly boy made a mistake and give me a bit of a chance, and I took it with open arms.
Well, I'm sure we congratulate all 3 of them, but the winner, Joe Screen.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this event could not have taken place without the cooperation of a really super farmer. And you probably didn't realise it, but that's the guy. This is Brian over here, who owns the land, has been such a good friend to the Wimborne Club. So let's hear it for him. Providing the land, done an awful lot of work to help the club put the event on. And we do thank you very much for the use of your land. Here we go. Well, that's it then, ladies and gentlemen. That's the end of the first International Wimborne Whopper. You've seen some great racing in quite tricky conditions. We hope you've enjoyed it. We look forward to seeing you back at the next year's Wimborne events, and I believe there may even be another one this year. But from all of us, thank you for coming, thank you for supporting British Grasstrack. I look forward to seeing you at the Ace of Aces and perhaps at the Bonfire Burn-Up, but certainly at a future Grasstrack somewhere in the UK. So travel safely, we look forward to seeing you.